Hi guys, good afternoon from Europe. Good morning, good evening, wherever you are. Piotr here. This is Liteforex Global YouTube channel. End of the quarter flow, end of the month flow, part 2. The part 1 we've seen yesterday. We have a little bit of the reversal when it comes to the dollar. Dollar is losing the ground towards the London fix within the next 25 minutes, right? So let's start quickly from Nasdaq. It's very interesting where we are towards the end of the month, right? A little bit of the swing high cannot be ruled out, so further rally towards 13,560, right, to just create on the monthly chart swing high could be in place at the very beginning of the April and then eventually moving lower. Where is the demand? Demand is around 12,400 when it comes to the monthly chart, so I would say a little bit above 1,000 point zone could be in place. So looking to sell the rallies towards 13,400, 13,560 on the monthly chart, right? Looking for a swing to the upside, 12,650, 12,700 as the first possible swing low target, and the second looking for levels close to 12,400 on the Nasdaq. Intraday from the Nasdaq perspective, we are right now testing mid of that consolidation from where we've seen the break to the downside, right? There is a little bit of the upper shadow going on, right? The market is still trying to push higher. We do have, we can call it window dressing towards the end of the month, and I'm wondering where we are going to end up. As we know, in case of the move higher from here, right, we just discussed where it could go. So if you are a bull, you are looking for a break of 13,200, you're looking for a pullback towards 13,000, and then you're looking for the rally 13,400, 13,550 in that case, right? For now, I'm very curious if we are going to hold above this trend line. So as of now, very important retest of the possible supply. Watch out for further developments. Very interesting day. Of course, the flow related to the end of the quarter, end of the month, but it's worth to mention what we got over the course of the day when it comes to the data, right? Final GDP out of the UK a little bit better than what market was expecting, 1.3 versus 1.0 market expectations. Next one, it was the French primary CPI, and surprise to the downside. Next one, overall CPI flash estimate for the EU, and again surprise to the downside, 1.3 versus 1.4 expectations. Then we started the US session, New York session. ADP non-farm payroll above the 500,000 but below the market expectations. The previous one revised higher, and we do have a rumor. Don't forget, guys, Friday is the big non-farm payroll days, and there are some rumors we might see 1 million. Anyway, Canadian GDP a little bit higher than what market was expecting, 0.7 versus 0.5 month to month, and Chicago PMI very high. So it was quite surprise for me, 66.3, very weak pending home sales. Don't forget, guys, after the session close, we do have Joe Biden, the president of the US, is going to unveil the spending plan. The massive tax high is coming based on the rumors what we are going to get. Anyway, briefly, we are going a little bit higher, but oil also we got official EA data. Well, the reading market expectations minus 1.3 million, we got minus 0.9, so not in bull's favor, but cannot rule it out to see the spike a little bit higher, guys, here, right? That's what I'm waiting for. Levels above 63 towards 64 as a supply, so just to create head and shoulder, and with the move down towards 53 and 50, that could be the case. So I'm looking to fade any kind of the spike, but as of now we do have a problem around 61.70, but I'm looking for a higher levels, higher towards 63 plus to fade the rally when it comes to oil. Next one, as I mentioned, dollar is losing a little bit of the ground when it comes to London fix. The truth is that we are far away from yesterday high. Well, bullish dollar. I'm looking for the fade, the rally 1-to-1. I'm looking for supply level around 1768. If we are going 68 and then higher towards 78, if we are going to take out these levels, I might look for the further development, and I'm going to look for supply around 18.25.45 as we speak right here, right now. Anyway, I think we are going down 1680 and then 1620, 1610 as a final target for the euro. Also a little bit of the spike when it comes to the pound. But guys, don't forget, important thing is going to be where we are towards the end of the day. I'm trading a little bit of the short side, but just the speculative intraday move. So I've been fading the current rally on the cable right here, right now, and I'm looking for the levels lower. I'm looking for at least a retest of this weakness over here down towards 37.75, 37.70 on the cable, just short term, just to see if the market is going to be able to push a little bit lower. And finally, dollar yen with the move higher, and we have to clearly check the monthly chart, because it's very important where we are based on the possible trend line, right? In that case, there is a possibility we are breaking higher. We might even do something like this. So we are breaking higher as of now, so cannot rule it out. Retest of that mid range down towards 108.60, 108.40. The levels we were discussing quite a few times during our updates, market updates. So we will see. As of now, as you can see, upside break on the weekly as well on the dollar yen, a retest of that level. So again, the downside here is 108.60, 108.40, but in the meantime we do have this 109.15 we discussed as well. So that's how I see the things related to the dollar yen. Overall, dollar weakness towards the last London fix towards the end of the quarter, but I don't think it's end of the dollar rally. So the Q2 is going to look very, very juicy. Anyway, we are going to prepare a few separate videos for Q2 different crosses, and you can expect first Australian dollar very, very soon. With that being said, guys, it was my pleasure to make the update for you. Be careful, don't be trapped, especially today. It might be very, very easy to be trapped, so work with your exposure. So take care, goodbye, and see you around.